Hey guys, welcome back. Happy Monday. Welcome back to another Tech Live Monday night. Hopefully the audio and the video is going to come through okay. I'm just going to take care of potentially one phantom window. There we go. Got it. Awesome. I think we're going to be in good shape tonight, guys. No problems with the YouTube servers at all. I think we're streaming. We have audio, we have video, and once you guys let me know what's coming across, we will know for sure. Awesome. Let's see if we can get the chat up on. Yep, we got the chat. We are good. Glitch is here. Twitter reminded him. Gregor is here. Nick is here. Dirk is here. Beginners Tech is here. Mr. Ziegerman is here. Hey guys, happy Monday. Hopefully you guys had a great weekend. I did. I got a lot done. Got to chat with a couple of people before the broadcast, and nice to see Mr. Ziegerman here, guys. Mr. Ziegerman just had a child not that long ago. Good to see him here. He's a good friend of mine, and I will hook you up with you after the broadcast, buddy. Let's see if we can get things queued up. With any luck, we've got audio and video. Yeah, it says I'm streaming. Haven't heard back from anyone yet. Might be a little bit of delay. Scott is here. Hey, Scott, good to see you. Awesome. Scotty is here. Sunny Etobicoke. Noe is here. Hey, Noe. Awesome. Cool. We've got the whole gang here tonight. We're in good shape. I think we're off to a good start. Guys, I hope your Monday treated you well. Mine was extremely busy in the day job. A bunch of stuff happened in my daytime career today. Kind of threw things on its head. A lot of people freaking out a little bit. I'm happy about what happened. It was a good day. I can't see too much bad coming of it. But that's kind of the way I roll most of the time. Just make the best of any given situation. Let's see if we can get the broadcast started. Maybe. Got it. Oh, we're good to go, guys. Viewer comments throughout. Just throw them in the chat. Awesome people there. We'll get back to you if I miss your comment. If it has to be me, well, throw it in again if I miss it. So we'll do some tech news tonight, viewer challenge for this week. We'll do some stuff on 3D printing, a bunch of stuff from the community of makers, hackers, inventors, you name it. Some stuff from the shop, upcoming sneak peek, tech tip of the week. Oh, I forgot my prop for the tech tip of the week. We're going to have to go propless tonight, guys. Oh, well. Glitch says 5x5. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Tech news this week, guys. Liftoff, the first U.S. shipment in months, headed to the ISS yesterday. After a large amount of delays, weather was not compliant to the Atlas V rocket launch. It got off yesterday. Totally cool. I bet you the people up there on the ISS will be happy to receive some Christmas items and some badly needed supplies. It was good to see this thing make it off the launch pad without event. Very, very cool. I think there was a couple of Raspberry Pis on board too. I didn't get any coverage of that though. I meant to look it up. We'll get it next week. Awesome. NASA stops trying to communicate with the Mars rover Spirit. This is a little bit of a sad day. Last week was the official call it quits on the communication attempts of the Spirit. It is officially declared gone for now. You never know. These things have a little bit of a habit of coming back to life. Not necessarily rovers, more satellites, but hey, you never know. Rest in peace, Spirit. You were very cool. SpaceX. This is pretty neat. SpaceX may try to land a rocket on land this time after the Blue Origin rocket landing success. Well, SpaceX is going to turn it up a notch and possibly try to land the rocket on land instead of the floating platform this month. So I think that's going to be pretty cool to watch. This commercialization of space makes for awesome news. It's exciting. They're really pushing the limits, and there's quite a few other space items coming up in a moment here. Unbelievable what they're doing and the technology they're using and pushing it to the limit. Very, very cool. SpaceX, good luck. Please do crash into anyone. That would really, really suck. Virgin Galactic, a company I have to say I support just because where they came from and where they're headed. Very, very cool. Well, they have officially designated a 747 to launching satellites into orbit. And you can find this on their channel, their YouTube channel, Virgin Galactic. And this is the jet that has been repurposed from Virgin Atlantic over to Virgin Galactic. It is officially happening. Mr. Branson has made it so, and they will be launching low Earth orbit satellites from the belly of a 747. Totally neat. It's a great concept. It makes sense, and the portability of it. The ability to move to different launch areas on demand, just keep flying. This is not suitable. The weather here sucks. Well, we'll just keep on flying for another hour and launch it then. Very, very neat idea. I love where they're headed with this. Pretty cool stuff. I'm just going to quickly... Cheers, guys. Beginner's Tech still working through some OBS stuff. Very, very cool. Zach is here. Hey, Zach. Cool. All right. We are good to go, guys. Let's carry on. Facebook's been testing live video for smartphones. Have any of you seen this? I caught it live from two different people I follow. One of them was Gary Vaynerchuk. And it was neat to see Facebook move into this area. So now we have Periscope, Meerkat, and Facebook all kind of in the live, easy streaming space, as well as, Twitter has their video and owns Periscope as well. But really, really neat to see where this is headed. I love the options we have for live streaming to the masses. Basically, anybody with a smartphone can reach the world in a heartbeat. I'm not sure how Facebook's going to do with this. It seems like their video has always been an afterthought, but the live video I saw from Gary V looked pretty good, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. David Watts is here. Hey, David. Awesome. If you're a gamer, Ubisoft announces the VR exclusive Eagle Flight. I'm a big VR fan, as you guys know. This one caught my eye, and just watching the 2D rendering on the YouTube video, I have to say I was instantly impressed. I have to think that the VR headsets are going to go a long way for gaming eventually. It just depends on how people develop the games upon the platform. And if you're not familiar, guys, this is a Google Cardboard. It takes your smartphone, turns it into a VR headset. I've been playing with this a little bit, trying to formulate how I'm going to do some video on this. I don't particularly like this headset. It's not even a true cardboard, it's a knockoff. But it does work, and I've been trying some of the apps and watching some of the YouTube videos because there's a ton of YouTube 360 videos now, and you can watch them on a cardboard headset with just the standard Android app. I'm not sure whether iOS has it yet. I didn't look into it, but I have to think this is something that we should really keep our eye on, and where it heads, I think is going to be truly exciting. But I guess we'll find out. And Glitch is loving his new monitor setup. Good stuff. Steven, I have a question. I'm working on drone defense system educational purposes, and currently it is able to find drones and aim at them properly. What weapon would you recommend? I wouldn't. I would not recommend anything for that. Alright, guys. Let's go. Scientists 3D printing live blood vessels. This is not new, but it is new this week because of some success that's been had. So this is on the Engadget website. You can just Google news this week, 3D printing live blood vessels. And really cool thing, they're using dual extruder 3D printers. And then with the live cells, it's funny, life finds a way and self-forms the vascular, the vasculature required to feed the vessels and feed the tissue, and completely self-forms. This was a lot of CGI proof of concept and not necessarily a lot of lab video, but I had a little doubt that this is truly going to advance medical research and development. It has been for months now, and people are just catching on because us kind of nerdy folk with 3D printers playing around, that's all well and good, and we adapt to it very quickly. The medical industry seems to be taking just a little bit longer to bridge the gap, and we'll see in the upcoming months. This is really, really exciting stuff, so check it out. It's pretty cool. All right. A website / news that I found today, prosthetics. So needs your help to design and 3D print prostheses for pets with special needs. This resonated with me immediately. I love the concept of taking our 3D printer and making prosthesis for pets, because it's not insanely complex and doesn't necessarily need to be so perfect, because an animal is quite likely to be put down for an injury. It wouldn't take too much for us to design a rolling cart like you can see in that's for a guinea pig with some rollerblade wheels. It seems like a brilliant idea to me, so I went to the link, and sure enough, they have an Indiegogo campaign. I'll deviate from the news here and throw in some personal opinion on this. This is what what the heck? There we go. My personal opinion, I love this concept, but what I saw here on Indiegogo, a $50,000 US dollar goal for these prosthetics to gather funds for this company to make them, I guess. We could do this now and just share the designs between people and local people like us, you guys out there. There's at least 3 or 4 people in the chat that I can count right now that have 3D printers, could easily produce them locally. It costs nothing, some rollerblade wheels and some designs. I don't see the purpose in having to raise 50 grand for a company or a cause such as this, personally. My radar goes off big red lights when I see this, but I love the concept. If we got together and shared a few designs for these prosthetics for animals and just shared them out on Thingiverse or forum or however we wanted to do it, it would be a very, very neat cause, not unlike the Without Borders project. I think it's great. I think there's potential there. I don't think we need a company such as this taking 50 grand. Hey, pretty cool news. I thought you guys would like it. DEF CON. If you're not already subscribed to the DEF CON conference channel on YouTube, you probably should be. They released a buttload of videos from the DEF CON conference, a whole bunch more right before this broadcast. I think they've got probably close to 24 released in the last week. Amazing, awesome hacker, electronics, you name it, everything goes there. Really, really cool talks. Awesome videos came out. It's big news when they publish their videos. I love it. It's very, very cool. So check out their channel, guys. Zach said he's not a very good designer yet. Anybody would donate his time and filament to that. Absolutely, Zach. I would too as well. I'm not the best at design either, but there's lots of people out there that are good at design that don't have a 3D printer. We just have to connect those people. In my mind, it's such a simple equation. And Dirty Engineer said Thingiverse already has a pet prosthetics, so I'm not sure whether he means they have an entire subheading for that, but I have no doubt there's tons of them on there. It just seems it's something we can do easily. So yeah, very, very cool. Nick wants to build a burning laser. Do you know a place where you can buy the parts and a driver, or the actual driver? Well, you can buy laser drivers anywhere, any China supplier or eBay for the constant voltage, constant current driver for those. As for the laser itself, you just have to Google around. Depending on what you need to burn, how much you needed it, you can just focus an existing, like a low power laser, and get a pretty decent burn out of it. I've seen people do burning projects with just a simple Blu-ray or DVD laser. So check it out on lots of stuff on YouTube for that. Lots of stuff. All right, what else we got? What did I miss here, guys? Fill me in. What is going on in the consumer world? Everywhere this week is about these washing machines, but not washing machines. They're clothes freshifiers. CNET had coverage. I've seen it everywhere. These things that you put your clothes in, put these proprietary Tide Pods in, and your clothes will come out smelling nice, but they're no cleaner than when they went in. And they cost anywhere from like $400 to $2,000. What the heck is going on? Is it just because we're that close to Christmas and people had to come up with a new gadget for people to sell? It seems a little foolish to me. I can see a small amount of use for it, no question. I guess if you only wore a shirt for a few minutes and you didn't want to dry clean it, okay. But what is going on with all these things? It's crazy. They're all over all the tech websites. Check it out, guys. Let me know what you think. Little bit of news from the Canadian front. This is indeed tech related at its core. The loonie today, which is our Canadian dollar, dropped to a 11-year low, so which works out to 74 cents US. Long story short, if you're purchasing items, you might want to consider going to ebay.ca and searching on eBay that way, and search for items within Canada, because you will get over 25 cents on your dollar to my American friends. It is awfully cheap right now to buy out of Canuck land. The dollar is abysmal. Just a thought. I thought I would share that. If obviously people are coming over for vacations and whatnot, bad time of year, don't come to the north when the snow is flying, but you can source a lot of items for the hobby, such as like power supplies, power supplies, soldering iron, stuff like that you can sometimes buy overseas. A lot of resellers out of Canada keep them in stock, and now at 25 cents on the buck, you can buy them cheaper here than you can from overseas. It's pretty crazy. Thought I'd mention that, guys. Definitely worth thinking about if you're shopping for project parts. And Noe said, it's a great concept. I think there's some stuff on Thingiverse. Making a universal fit could be a challenge. Getting measurements for fittings could be tricky. Could make a good customizer app, though. Absolutely. It's a good thought. Definitely a very, very cool thought. And David said, my website got hacked, or I was socially hacked recently. Oof. Sorry, David. That sucks. That sucks. All right. What else we've got, guys? Not that button. Community support time, guys. Remember, if you like these videos, please consider clicking the thumbs up. Even more so, take a moment. I'll wait and post it out on social media, share it out somewhere else, throw it on Twitter or Facebook or anywhere else. Let's get the word out. It really, really helps. I try not to ask forcefully for things too much, but I would truly appreciate it if you find people would share this broadcast. It really helps the channel. Thank you in advance. If you'd like, you can become a Patreon supporter. The link is down below. Okie dokie. What is going on? Something very, very strange going on with my PC. Hey, we're back. All good. No problem. Community announcements, not too much this week. If you didn't already see it, the new website is continually evolving. It is pretty much done. If you're interested, go to makeme.org, mkme.org. The link is down below, and check out the final stages of the new website. It will be changed as we add new projects, but for now, I think I'm finally done. All the links are fleshed out. All the projects are there with links back. They're not broken anymore, and the blog site is fully functional with all the links co-linking between them. Hopefully everything is good. I see some people have already found the mailing list option on there. Thank you guys. Very cool for the support. I do have a mailing list. You will be prompted if it's your first visit to sign up if you want. I'm not going to use that until I have the full content for it. So basically, I'm not going to spam. Not sending email newsletters every week or anything. So yeah, check it out, guys. I'm pretty proud of it. The YouTube channel, I do have a YouTube partner manager. I was supposed to meet with him Friday, but it didn't work out. I meet with him this coming Friday. I'm really excited. He had lots of good feedback, gave me some tips and tricks, things to help me bring the content to you guys better. And you can check out the new layout of the channel. It's completely different now on the main page, and I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. Pretty cool. Viewer challenge for this week, guys. What are you making? I love seeing what you guys are making. You can go to the About page on either website, the blog or the main site, and share them with me direct, or the G community works really well. Harry shared with us the 12 LEDs, only 4 wires. He's doing an RGB LED cube. These things, you find people out there that have the patience to make these LED cubes have far more patience than me. I started one once and I just gave up immediately. I just didn't have the patience for it because maybe I just didn't see the long-term functionality, but it'd be so cool to have one on the desk. Harry shared his video, how he's putting his together. Very cool. Marco Arduino channel shared with us the step-by-step tutorial on getting the gauges to work with his new Nextian display. This thing is cool. I have to check one of these out one of these days. Basically a display that is standalone. You just send the variables to the display and then you can import the bitmaps for gauge displays or all different other kind of things. And the display, you don't have to do it in the code of your microcontroller. Totally neat idea. I'm completely dumbfounded by this, that I haven't seen this before. So I'm following Marco's work quite closely. I think it's great. Very, very cool. Marco also shared with us it was a bit of a mailbag video, and he got some grow lights. He's going to make a herb garden and pattern it off of the one that I created that I shared on the Hackaday site and got into the top 100 for the Hackaday prize this year. So hopefully he can use my code and make it work and make it do what he wants. Very cool. Dirk shared with us, he made a reflow oven. Again, another item I haven't got around to doing. I'm looking forward to making one of these days. I've got to get into more surface mount stuff and make some boards. Well, Dirk laid out a little bit more of the groundwork for using a toaster oven as a reflow oven. Very, very cool. Educates.tv, awesome channel, shared Arduino soil moisture sensor using the Nokia 5110 and the LG, I forget the name of the library he's using in a lot of these. I love it. It looks different than the standard Adafruit libraries that I'm used to on the Nokia. My favorite LCD display by far. I love the moisture sensor as well because I used one in a recent project, the herb garden. Really cool video. I love what he's sharing on his channel. He's also into mobile applications, which is an area that I've been into for a few years as well. So pretty cool video. Check it out, guys. This is in the G+ community, which is linked right below. Survival Tech Nord is here. Hey, Julian, good to see you. Glad you could stop by. It must be late for you tonight. And David said he watched Dirk's video. Looking forward to a clever fella. Absolutely, David. So, David, you got your site sorted out. Web host, really cool. Sorted everything in under 30 minutes. Very cool. Awesome stuff, David. Glad you got it back working. What have we got? We're good. Next up from the community, hackers, makers, inventors, you name it, everything goes here, guys. Flight Test. One of my favorite channels on YouTube, without exception. Awesome, awesome content. They do a hell of a job. 5 tips for drone noobs. This isn't brand new. Some of these are carryovers from content I haven't been able to share because of the live guests lately, which we will have more of, by the way, guys. This is a great video. If you have friends or family that are buying other people quadcopters for Christmas, you should really direct them to this video. Last week I showed one photograph of a toddler shy one eyeball now because of careless use of a quadcopter. We really need to get the word out there and make people just be aware that these things are not toys. Even though you can buy them in the toy section, they are not. They are bloody dangerous. So Flight Test did a great job of just putting some of the really, really basics out there. So if you have friends or family getting a quadcopter, aka drone, or getting one yourself and you've never played with one before, check out the video. Well worth the watch. If you're into FPV or RC, like myself and some others here, Happy Flyers. Awesome, awesome channel. I'm not sure that I've shared before on the channel. They do videos not super often, but when they do, they are simply incredible. A lot of flying wing coverage, FPV down mountainsides. Very, very, very cool. They do extremely long-range FPV down these mountainsides. Really, really neat coverage. Along with that, the other channel, one of the others, is James Omega. Not a lot of subscribers, and I believe he and some others are partnered up with this Fight Club sort of group, because I get these videos from multiple channels that I've subscribed to, but never the same one on both. Some of the best FPV video I have ever seen. It is totally cool. If you're into RC, looking into getting into first-person view flying, or just want to watch some really neat 60 FPS footage of ducking between trees and flying around and having a blast, check them out. Awesome channel. You'll love it. Beginner's Tech said I want to get into FPV, but I'm going to learn how to fly first. That's a good idea. That is a solid plan. You can't fail with that. Yeah, it's good to have the basics. Make channel a couple weeks ago, 1 million subscriber video. Not that button. Not that button either. Not so much the video here, guys. The concept. Make Magazine, I think most here have heard of it, but if not, they have an official magazine, they have multiple websites, sponsor all the major maker events across North America, and I think overseas now as well. 1 million subscribers on their YouTube channel. This just goes to show me that the maker scene is here to stay and the support is there. 1 million people want to see the make videos, how to make things, cool projects, a lot of the same things that I show on my channel, some other stuff like awesome 3D printing and whatnot. 1 million people want to see this. Totally cool. Love it. Makes me really happy to see this because we're not going to get it on mainstream TV except for that American Makers show, which is kind of like obscenely a joke in my opinion. Anybody see that? All American Makers or American Makers or something? We just got it here on network TV in Canada a couple months ago, and I can't even watch it. I'd love to hear from you guys in the chat on that one. Make Magazine also last week, and the Pi Zero. Enough said. Most everyone here has heard of the Pi Zero. If you haven't, it is this awesome little tiny $5 Raspberry Pi board. This is a Linux computer on a tiny board. Now comes the cool projects that are going out for it. So, of course, Make had some queued up because all the major big companies got these in advance. Make had Pirate Radio Throwy queued up. So basically, an FM transmitting program on the $5 Pi Zero that you can chuck and stick to things like a normal throwy with a magnet. Unbelievable that we can do this with a single GPIO pin and basic code. You can transmit on, well, a lot of frequencies and relay whatever you want. So you can have your own little pirate radio station for $5. Crazy. Love it. Adafruit put out an awesome video, their live stream on this, full coverage. This was right immediately following or as the Pi Zero was released. 33-minute video from Lamore on all the different accessories they have queued up. Obviously the Pi Zero is extremely hard to come by, but all the accessories are on Adafruit website. You can source them. They have almost everything in stock that I saw when I looked the other day. Totally cool. Everyone's queued up to support these little boards, and I can't wait to see what people are going to make with them, including myself. I just need to get my hands on one. And Glitch doesn't watch TV, especially since Mythbusters is gone. Glitch, same deal. Can't get his hands on one. And cool. We are good. Let's carry on. More Pi Zero. I wanted to show these last week, but I couldn't, guys. Element 14, another channel I subscribe to on YouTube. Awesome channel. Not as many subscribers as I think they probably should have, but the Ben Heck Show tends to take a lot of them away. 2 Minute Maker, retro gaming, Raspberry Pi console emulation on a TV. They took a Pi Zero, stuck it in a TV, and turned it into an emulator. $5 and you can emulate basically any old console station up to a fairly new one. So I wouldn't know where the cutoff would be, but I'd say anything N64 and under is going to be no problem to emulate with a Pi Zero. So $5. Getting the games is, yeah, well, you can do your own research on the legality. There's plenty of them that are license free and that are open to the market now. So yeah, $5. Turn an old TV into a console or an arcade center. Pretty neat. Love it. Raspberry Pi Guy, another channel worth checking out if you're not already subscribed and you're into the Raspberry Pi. Check it out. Awesome coverage on the Pi Zero. As well as Andreas Spice, another channel I really, really love, and I don't think he gets enough credit, and he's got like 475 subscribers, but his view count is significantly more, so it doesn't make sense to me. He does a lot of work with Internet of Things lately, so check out his channel for some ESP8266 uploading over the air, so remote uploading to the ESP8266 $3 Wi-Fi module, which just so happens you can pair with a Raspberry Pi and give it Wi-Fi capability. But a really cool channel. I don't think he gets enough credit. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure I've shared him at least once on the channel. Check it out, guys. I think you'll like it. Him as well, same channel. This one was, I believe, today. This is truly worth checking out, guys. It's on the ESP8266 Watchdog timers and stability, but this concept goes far beyond that. If you're not familiar with the concept of a watchdog is basically a loop that you put into any programming on any microcontroller. Arduino supports it natively. If for any reason that the controller becomes locked up, the watchdog will perform a reboot on the microcontroller or controller. Or if I work with them in multi-million-dollar machines, we always have a watchdog module. So if the worst happens, that the OS locks up, the watchdog will reboot it. This is something to implement in your projects, especially if your projects are remote or Internet of Things. You want to look at putting a watchdog function in there so that the system will automatically recover itself should the worst happen. It took a jolt and locked up, or it won't do much for bad code because it's just going to continue to happen. But for the weird, unexpected things, you put some watchdog code in there and it will automatically reboot your module. Love it. Great video on it. Good explanation of it. It's something that I think is drastically underutilized. I have put one into the, I don't have it here, the Arduino satellite. I worked with it quite a bit because obviously a satellite, you want to have it self-rebooting. And I also put some of the functions into the my four-wheel drive robot that's being reprogrammed for a Mars rover type mission. So really cool, guys. Little nerdy, not really high tech though. It's actually low tech. Something worth checking out. Alrighty, let's see. Let's go. Another Pi Zero, but it's so worth sharing. This one even neater. Kodi on the Raspberry Pi Zero. Kodi is Xbox Media Center, is the new iteration. OpenELEC Kodi is the old Xbox Media Center. This video from Cord Cutters shows trying it out on a $5 Pi Zero. Basically, a $5 stick. You need a little bit more because you're going to need Wi-Fi or a LAN connection, so you have to do a little bit of work. But $5 gets you the basic computing power for a media center PC, and it did work. I have no doubt it would be fully capable. I've used far less computing power on an Android stick running the Kodi application before and had it function. Not the greatest, but it's $5. Very cool. Check it out, guys. Stephen Kibberton, who I don't think is with us tonight. His ETS2 panel, he's been designing, this is is it European Truck Simulator? Or something Truck Simulator. He made this awesome linked panel that can sit on your desk as a standalone display. Well, he's designing a new PCB, and he did the video and the milling on his CNC machine. Pretty neat. I love seeing projects ground up being done at home. It's very neat. Oops, too far. David Watts, who is here with us, did his four-wheel drive robotics platform for Arduino and Raspberry Pi. Did a little bit of an unboxing and a quick look, so David's into making some robotics as well. Cheers, David. Can't wait to see it. NASA JPL. I can't share these guys enough. NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory, also known as NASA JPL. Crazy Engineering CubeSats. This is a short video, but the NASA channels have been putting out incredible, well-edited, huge content video lately. This one I love. I really like the CubeSat concept, and I truly believe this is where it's at for the next few years for R&D. But the fact that they're making time to share the dev and also other people's developments via video on YouTube, cheers to them. Awesome channel. Well done. I always look forward to these videos. They're incredibly well done. They're very similar to what you would get on Discovery Channel as a Nova documentary. If you guys have ever watched Nova, that is what you see on these NASA channels, except even better. Really well done stuff. I can't believe what they're up to because it's strictly just PR, and I hope they're getting the benefit out of it. So I appreciate them sharing them. Awesome to watch. Glitch said he saw that CubeSat video. It was awesome. I couldn't agree more. Oh, those videos are just incredible. The other one to check out, I didn't put it in the show notes, is on the NASA, just the mainline NASA channel. It was the launch briefing for the latest rocket launch. It's a 45-minute video, and it's always a panel of people sitting answering questions, but it's not like a crappy conference. It's a lot of really good content, and they cut away to pre-made other videos and screen overlays and stuff. Really well done. The 45-minute video, I watched the whole thing, and it was great. And there was a lot of stuff on the CubeSats and upcoming initiatives from NASA. Very neat. And Glitch said he's got a fun project coming up, a fully functional pocket-sized media center with a 60-inch screen. Yep, absolutely. Take that Pi Zero and a Pico projector, and you're in business. You absolutely could. And Jeff said, do a quick Google search for Raspberry Pi Zero plus nano USB Wi-Fi adapter mod. I will have to check that out. Can you post that in the G Plus community for me so I can check it out later? I'll forget by the end of the cast if there's a link to a specific video or project, because adding Wi-Fi to the Pi Zero is going to be that's kind of the linchpin of making that thing function effectively. We can live without a lot of USB, but we can't live without the Wi-Fi functionality really, or connectivity. For most projects, I can think of lots of projects I could use without. Yeah. Alrighty. What time we got? We're good. Let's go. From the shop this week, I did the portable satellite dish video. It was a quick, just a quick overview and review video of the dish, because that's all I could get out while I was fighting with this dish. The dish, awesome. I think it's actually a really good bargain for the price, and I think it's going to support this upcoming project extremely well. If you didn't already see it, I did an overview video on the OuterNet satellite receiver. This allows us to receive the OuterNet curated internet content anywhere, but we need a dish. So I fought with this thing. First off, I was stupid. I'll admit it here. Here's a little behind the scenes, guys. I was dumb. Didn't even think about the polarization of the LNB on the end of the dish. I thought that I was good for the bird that I was on, the Galaxy 19 satellite. Then I realized I wasn't. It comes with a DirecTV LNB. So I bought another one, which is supposed to be linear polarized, which is vertical signal coming down off the transponder on the satellite, and it didn't work. So I've been up and down and through everything, and the signal is there, but the receiver can't receive it. And as of yesterday and today, I'm down to the fact that the LNB that I got is still wrong because the OuterNet receiver can't switch it into linear mode. It's a dual circular and linear LNB, stands for low noise block. At the end of it, I spent all weekend fighting with this thing, and as of just before the broadcast, I ordered one of these. This came up a Canadian supplier. This is a single LNB, linear polarized. Fingers crossed, I'm finally going to be able to receive data directly from the Galaxy 19 satellite, which I can see. It's right over there, but I just can't get the data off of it. So once I do, there'll be a video on retrofitting the portable satellite dish to work with the OuterNet broadcast, as well as we'll carry it through to the bigger project using the Raspberry Pis and portable. It's going to be great. I'm really excited for this project, but long story short, big ramble, guys. Don't give up when you're trying to do something that has not been done before. The guys that make OuterNet have not done. They have basically one dish that they support, and the rest either works or it doesn't. When you're trying to do something that's never been done, don't give up. It's really frustrating, especially when you think it should be working, that just power through. And I'm not over through this one yet. I may still smash it yet. I may get grumpy yet. If it doesn't work this time, I have a defective receiver. As well, I put out the video on the Hackaday Prize Night. This was a vlog video. If you didn't see it, check it out. I hope you guys enjoy. The vlog videos are how I learn my video editing, and this was just the Saturday content from my trip to San Francisco. I got 4th place in the 2015 Hackaday Prize. Thank you to Hackaday and your sponsors. It was awesome. And yeah, I really enjoyed putting the video together. I do have one more. I have enough footage to put together another vlog video, which I haven't even started yet. They take an obscene amount of time, I'll be honest, guys. It takes many hours to edit a vlog video, so I'm sure other people could maybe do it a little faster, but not me. And Glitch said anything worth doing is often difficult to do. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. What else we got? Sneak peek. quick sneak peek, guys. We do have two Pi videos coming up. As if there wasn't enough on the Pi, I have put together a media center for the Pi. The video is cut. I just have to edit it and retake a couple of portions that I'm not happy with, and I will show you guys how I put together a quick Xbox Media Center from the Pi. So I'm using the Pi 2, so you're looking at $30 thereabouts for an awesome media center. You just need a Wi-Fi dongle and a gesture remote, and you're away to the races. I was watching movies on it just last night, and it works amazing. I'm really, really happy with it. I do have at least 2 more mailbag videos in the pipeline. Some stuff I don't even know what's in them yet. And I think I'm caught up. I think we're good. Ooh, I have to get out just a few minutes early tonight, guys. I do have a phone call to make. So we're going to wind it down here. Tech tip of the week. I was supposed to have a prop, but I forgot to bring it up. Long story short, I was going to bring my solder up. The solder I use for basic electronics, because this is an area that a lot of people have problems with. Buying solder and soldering, soldering itself is not that difficult once you get the hang of it, but what can really trip you up, and something that you may not even know about, is getting the wrong type of solder. The lead-free solder that is peddled in every major electronics retailer and a lot of local stores in North America, you can make the call yourself, but I find it's completely useless. It is impossible to solder with. Yes, the leaded solder is less good for the environment and your body, but it works. And this was a great video that Bruce at RC Model Reviews put out last night or today, and explains it beautifully. 60-40 versus unleaded solder. And this resonated with me immediately because quite often they're labeled wrong as well. What you want is a 60-40 mix, 60 tin, 40 lead mix of solder, and it will work well for you, and you won't become frustrated, and you won't give up thinking that you can't solder your electronics. It's quite often this lead-free junk that they've got out there just doesn't work. So Bruce shows the difference live in a great little demo video, and the fact that he got burned because he intended to buy a 60-40 mix, and it did not come that way. So check out the video. I wanted to show a little bit more live, but I don't have the props. Long story short, if you're having trouble soldering, don't think it's just you. It might not be. It might just be the solder you're using. So it definitely can railroad newcomers into the hobby, and I've seen it. 2 people I know personally had issues. I can't solder worth beans. Well, it was because they bought it from the local automotive supply was selling it as the lead-free stuff instead of the 60-40. So he had to ask for it as special order. Anyway, something to think about, guys. That is the tech tip for this week. Zach has some lead-free and hates it. Yeah, I can't do anything with it. It's completely useless. Yeah. David said I fell foul of some crappy solder from China. I was very confused. Case in point, right there. When in doubt, it's probably not your skill. If you're having trouble soldering something, get a different roll. It was funny. Radio Shack used to be really good about selling really good, high-quality rosin core 60-40 solder, and that's what you want. And now with them gone, it's kind of a shame because it's easy to get the wrong stuff. All right, gentlemen, that is all for today. We are going to close it out here unless there is any final questions or comments. gonna see if we can shut things down. Really appreciate you joining me. Awesome Monday night broadcast. Love my time with you guys. Truly enjoy this. Thank you for all the support you have given me. It truly helps the channel. I alluded to some upcoming things last week. I still can't share a pile of it yet, but a bunch of progress was made this weekend. I was very, very busy this weekend working through some online ventures and some improvements for the website and the community coming up. Some things I'll be able to share with you. So I'm really excited. It's your support directly. I intend on giving back as much as I can. That's all I'll say, guys. All right, that is it for tonight, guys. Good luck in all your ventures this week. Thank you for your time. Make something cool this week. Share it back with the world. Cheers, guys.